Hey everybody, I just wanted to come out to all of you homeowners. The market's been going crazy. It's been a great time to be selling your home. And if you're in your home now, and let's say you've been in it for a year or two, and now you're worried about, God, what's going to happen if we have another recession? Well, first of all, I don't think we're going to have another recession like we have. What we are going to have, we will have a market correction. And I don't want you to panic. And I think this was part of the problem with the last the recession too, is too many people panicked. I want to talk to you about preparing for this and surviving a downturn. Okay. Now, first of all, the difference between now and 2008 is one big word right here: equity. Okay. Over the last couple of years, especially in our market, people have been amassing large amounts of equity in your home. If you've had your home for at least 2 years, you're probably 20% minimum equity that you have in your home. Okay, so if you bought your home for $400,000, it's worth $480,000 now. Okay, and so you've got plenty of equity in the home, and that's a good thing. Back in 2008, everyone was borrowing against their equity. If you remember the commercials, for those of you who are young enough to have been watching commercials about housing and stuff, all these banks were advertising, come get your 100% equity loan, come get 125% equity loan. And so now, and when the market crashed and people had used all their equity, and they were telling you, yeah, consolidate all your debt, go on vacation, buy that new boat, remodel your home, use your home as an ATM machine. They didn't say that, but that's exactly what people were doing, is they were using their home as a freaking ATM machine. It was ridiculous. And I told people, I said, man, don't do this. And I still had people that did it, even though I told them not to. I mean, the sad story is, there's one lady, single mom, and 2 kids, and she really wanted to be in a certain neighborhood because of the schools that her kids were going to. We got her a cute little condo, got her in. It built up some equity, and I looked at her the day of closing. I said, one thing you cannot do is take an equity loan against your home. And she called me up a couple of years later. It's now during the recession. She called me and said, I got to sell the home. And I'm thinking, well, good. If she listened to my advice, then she's in good shape and she'll get some cash back. Well, she didn't. And she was upside down in her home, and she had to short sell her home. And that's what you don't want to get into. So the first thing to prepare for it is, hey, don't use your equity in your home. If you need money, go figure out a different way. Go earn some extra money. Go get a different job. Jobs, man, everybody's hiring out there right now. If you need a better job for more money, go find it now. That's the way to do that, and make yourself more money. But don't start touching the equity in your home. And because keep that cushion. Typically in a downturn market, when there's a correction, we see things go down 3 to 8%, 3 to 10% maybe. And so if it goes down 10%, and let's say you bought the home at $500,000, but now it's gone up 20%, so now you're at $600,000, and it goes down 10% from that, so you're down to $540,000, you're still ahead. Now here's the other thing. Those downturns don't last very long. Even the recession, as bad as it was pretty much over in 2011. It lasted about 3 years. Okay. And I know for people who it negatively affected, they thought that was the worst thing in the world. But here's the thing. So we bought our home now. We've been in our home for quite some time now. But before the recession, our home was valued at about $230,000. I'm sorry, $250,000. After the recession, we were down to $230,000. My home now is worth $600,000. Okay, so those people who hung on to their homes after the recession, they more than made up the difference. Things have more than doubled in almost every area of the Wasatch Front, and a lot of the areas in Utah, you've seen things double in value since the recession. Now, will things go up that big after this downturn? Probably not, but they're going to go back up. And that's the beauty of real estate. You look at it historically, and it never, first of all, this is what everyone's, everyone thinks. You know, you bought your home 3 years ago and you're watching that equity and says, oh yeah, we're going to be so good, man. In another 10 years, our house that we bought for $300,000 is going to be worth $1.5 million. Or you get into a downturn and you go, oh, it's going to crash. I better sell now before it's worth nothing. The homes are never worth nothing. Okay, land is always going to be worth something. That's the beauty about real estate. And that's why if we want to talk about investing in real estate, it's still the safest investment you can because it's real. You can touch it. You can actually own some dirt. So here's your normal market. Here's what typically happens. You see this kind of action. And you might see a bigger downturn here. But see, you're going to have it go up. It's going to dip a little. It's going to go up. It's going to go down a little. But it's still going up. This house that we bought, my wife and I bought at 27. How old are you, Chris?
28.
So we bought 29 years ago. As Chris was
27.
27 years ago. Thanks, Chris. We bought 27 years. We bought for $92,000. I don't care how bad the market gets. Now, granted, yeah, we got time on our side, but that's just it. If you can ride out the storm. Now, I get it. Sometimes some of you may be in the situation because of a job transfer or something like that you might have to sell your home. And you're going to take a little bit of a loss. It's still not the worst thing. The biggest thing is don't panic. Call me, and we'll figure out the best solution to make it work for you so you don't have to take a loss, so you can survive a downturn, which, is it coming this year? Is it coming next year? I don't know for sure. And no one has that crystal ball. If I did, I'd be the richest man in the world. Bill Gates would be asking me for loans. But I don't have that crystal ball. And so we don't quite know, but we know it's coming. Historically, it's coming. But you can survive it. The big thing is don't panic, okay? You'll get through it. Your payment's locked in. They're not going to change that. And don't go through and try to, but again, don't go out and take that massive equity line in your home. Now, if you've got 90% of your home paid off and you want to get a 10% out, fine, go do that. But don't max out the equity in your home. In fact, don't ever do that. I don't care how good the market is. Don't ever do that. That's just a bad move in any situation. So hopefully this helps. If you're thinking about selling, though, in this market, first of all, it's a great time still to sell. If you've been in your home for any length of time, you've got equity. You can build up. There's more homes coming on now at the beginning of this year. And I think it's going to start to stabilize this market. You're going to see more inventory. So you will be able to find something to buy, and you'll be able to get into, if you're looking at upgrading your home, this is the time to do it. Hope this helps. And, just have bigger dreams of what you want to do. Dream bigger and everything.